So his brand is causing a little bit of confusion. People seem to be a little bit unsure of Pat McGrath's role within the new Louis Vuitton range. She is a creative director. When I asked you if you wanted me to try it, I got a lot of messages saying some things like, of course, it's Louis Vuitton packaging, Pat McGrath's products, Pat McGrath formulas, it's Louis Vuitton x Pat McGrath collaboration, and that's not necessarily the case. So what is the role of a creative director within a brand? Just for one moment, this is a role that exists in most fashion houses, makeup brands. And sometimes it's really famous makeup artists, sometimes it's not. It has nothing to do with their social media following, it's their expertise. Now, if we forget for one moment that Pat McGrath has done very well with her own brand and her own online presence, and remember that she is also a legendary, iconic makeup artist and has been before the days that Instagram or social media even existed, we may be able to understand the role a little bit more. Imagine social media doesn't exist. What is Pat McGrath's role, Dame Pat McGrath's role, within the Louis Vuitton brand? So let's think of it this way, right? A new brand has come out, or is a makeup brand that has existed for a long time. The creative director's role is almost the visionary. They are the person who shapes the entire brand's artistic direction, okay? So that means they have a hand in deciding how the brand looks, the kind of adverts they run, the style of the products, the formulas, and the overall mood of the whole brand, right? And it's up to them to make sure it aligns with the brand that they're doing it with. In this case, Louis Vuitton, it aligns with their brand also. So they're embedded day in, day out. This isn't like a one-off thing. This is an ongoing job with Louis Vuitton to make sure everything is cohesive and on brand. If we compare that to a collaboration as we know it in terms of like someone X this, they would be more like a special guest coming into that brand to add their flair to an already existing brand. They could be a makeup artist, an influencer, a celebrity, or just someone who's really well known, and they team up with a brand to create a limited edition product, but they aren't involved in the day-to-day running of that brand. So when it's a collaboration, they bring their unique style, their creativity, their fan base to that brand for a limited collection. So in short, creative director is the ongoing artistic leader for the makeup brand. The collaborator is like a cool guest star for a one-off limited time. However, this is a little bit different because we all know who Pat McGrath is. So it is quite a cool collaborative effort, yeah. And collaboration is still a great word to use because it's great minds coming together and collabing on something, not the price. But do remember that Pat McGrath isn't just respected by the social media industry, she is very well respected and very highly thought of in the makeup industry. The industry you don't see online, the industry you don't see every day. So for a brand to approach her and say, we are starting a brand, you know the industry well, you know products very well, you even know now what sells well. Can you be our creative director? That's exactly what this is. So don't be buying Louis Vuitton and expecting Pat McGrath x Louis Vuitton in terms of this is Louis Vuitton mothership palette. You know what I mean? It's not the formulas, it'll be a different formula. It's not her products in Louis Vuitton packaging. I hope that makes sense. I tried to cover it, but that's what a creative director does in any makeup brand.